I'm really going tonight.
The wards bring some relief to these homeless outreach workers. For weeks now, as New York City has been plunged into a persistent cold snap, they've been walking the streets of Harlem trying to convince homeless New Yorkers to take shelter.
I promise you, I'm going. It's cold now.
Rolando has been on and off the streets of New York City for more than a decade.
So cold, I just don't want you outside.
He is familiar with the workers from the Center for Urban Community Services. With freezing temperatures expected through this weekend, their outreach is likely to save lives.
We're seeing who is on the street at this point in the day, who might be in need of assistance, clients that we don't know, people that we are trying to connect with.
At least 17 people have died during the cold temperatures in recent days. Several of them had previously interacted with the shelter system.
If you are living unsheltered in New York City, which is a right to shelter city, right, it means you have been failed by everybody and every system. Until we are thinking more holistically about how systems interact and also developing housing at a scale that we haven't seen in a long time, we are going to have to continue to wrestle with homelessness.
The city's cold weather emergency has created a challenge for Mayor Zoran Mamdani. The city has opened additional shelters, increased bed capacity, and set up dozens of warming centers. But not everyone is receptive right away.
We want every New Yorker who needs help seeking warmth to be able to find it.
In the last 2 weeks, the city has opened 2 more safe haven sites in Lower Manhattan. The transitional housing facilities are designed to move chronically homeless people off the streets.
When someone moves in, we do an intake with them, and part of that process is assessing their immediate needs. Do they need to see a doctor? Do they have a medical issue?
Safe havens are only one part of the city's effort to combat a crisis that's been unfolding for years. More than 80,000 New Yorkers live in city shelters. An additional 4,500 people are estimated to live on the street. These transitional shelters can be the beginning of recovery for some.
For a person like myself, when I was addicted to drugs, I needed to stay out.
Keith Elam was in and out of the system for years until he landed at this safe haven location in Lower Manhattan. Now he's on his way to a permanent apartment.
You see people just on sidewalks and everything, and you feel like you can't help. One of the things I like to say to people, it takes a village to raise a child. Maybe just ask a person, do you need help?
Fred, one of the really important things that we learned in reporting out the story is the many challenges that some of the outreach workers face when trying to bring people to come into shelter, right? Some people have had a previous negative experience, or they don't feel like they can go into the shelter and be safe. So the city in the last few days has really focused on that point. They have opened an additional safe haven shelter in the Bronx, and they're launching a new program that's actually going to pair homeless people that have gone into shelter with some of those outreach workers. The idea there is that a peer-to-peer conversation will help some of the people that are really just hesitant to come in to be convinced that they can safely come in, take shelter, get out of the cold, especially in these, really dangerous cold conditions.
Right. And seconds and minutes make a big difference when you're talking about temperatures like this.